All right, guys. So welcome to our Newbie to Ruby training. My name is Erica Fletes. I am your leader for the group. Okay. Everybody introduce yourself. Miriam, Afia, Janet, Jose. I know that Nina is coming up, so she should be coming up soon. Everybody meet each other, get to see each other now in the face. And, we get to chat all the time on Facebook, but, it's a chance to be able to, see each other and speak to each other about, how to do different things. We want to take this opportunity since we're all, getting new people. We want to make sure that everybody takes full advantage of, what to do, what are your next steps, and what are your goals as far as, getting to Rubies, okay? The first thing is that we're all here and we're all enrollers. So the first thing is that we need to make sure that we understand that, let me just mute it. That we understand that as enrollers, we are coaches and we are mentors, okay? So we have to make sure that we just don't enroll somebody and say, okay, well, here's the step to success. Here is your eSuite. Go to your eSuite and you're going to get your videos and train with your videos. No, it's important for you to go ahead and make sure that you also mentor and train your distributors as they come in. And, you do have to, we have a team page. And in the team page, we do have a manual, okay, also, where it guides you and it shows you, step by step as to what you're supposed to do. And one of the first things that I always tell everybody is that they do have to go back and actually see, logging into your eSuite. How do I know when you haven't actually logged into your eSuite? When you have a commission hold. When you go to your eSuite, okay, you have to sign up. Everybody here, it's independent, so you do have to sign a 1099, and you do have to verify your social security information and your name and your address to make sure that when you're ready to, the end of the year, when they're ready to submit your 1099, that you're able to, to send it to the right address. So if you're going in, don't freak out, don't get crazy or get stressed over it. It's just, something so that they make sure that when their 1099 tax season comes along, that you're, you're getting the paperwork that you're supposed to be getting. And so, sometimes you're also going to get an email notification saying, okay, this is your welcome. And they're going to send you the first video, which is going to be Cindy and Mark Pentecost. Your second video is going to be, Pam Sauter, where she's going to show you the step 2 in the plan. And the last video you're going to get is Mike Botello, who is going to show you how to do step 3. So basically they're going step by step, which is the step to success, which is our business plan. And you have to print one of your step to success. This is the old one, but the information is the same. Step 1 is join the business. Step 2 is find 4 people that would, come into your business as customers and acquire one product for 90 days, for a period of 90 days, for one product as an automatic shipping. So then the third step would be to acquire 3 people that would like to do the same thing that you're doing and help them do the same thing. So you're going to get a video from each one of them. The first video is going to be Cindy Pentecost and Mark Pentecost. The second video is going to be Pam Sauter. And the third video is going to be Mike Botello. So it's important for you to visit your eSuite. Look at the videos. They're very small. They're not they're not big videos. So you're not going to spend a whole lot of time looking at the videos. Okay. Now, that's the task verification. Now, the second thing, once you look at the videos that we recommend everyone to do is to get your hundreds list. And some people might say, oh, I don't have 100 people. I don't know 100 people. But yes, you do. What you do is you basically take out your phone book. You take out your phone book and you put in, all the people that you have on your phone book. And this hundreds list, you can actually find it on your eSuite as well. So you have, sheets that you can actually complete, okay, with your 100 lists and go through all of them and keep adding them. And if you don't have enough people from your phone, grab your Facebook account, your Instagram account. And if you don't have a Facebook account, you don't have an Instagram account, we recommend that you get one because it's important for you to be able to, to good night, puppy, for you to be able to connect with people. And basically, sometimes we tend to complicate things because we tend to say more than what we're supposed to say. I was one of them that, I used to give a lot of more information and people would freak out. People would probably ask me, so what does the wrap does? And then I would try to give them like all this information. And basically the only thing that you have to say about the wraps is it tightens, tones, and firms in as little as 45 minutes. You drink water through the process and it continues to work for 72 hours. That's all people need to know. That's all people are they want to know. Okay. Basically what also another thing that I used to have a big issue with is explaining the loyal customer program as far as to the auto shipping. People would have a lot of problems with the auto shipping because people don't want commitment. So what I would do is I would say, okay, you can get my product with my 90-day challenge and my loyal customer programming. And basically what it means is that you join as a member, and I will go back and I explain a little bit of like Costco or Sam's, BJ's kind of, a way on how to actually look at it. So, don't get too complicated. Don't overcomplicate the loyal customer program because it's as simple as this. You join my loyal customer program where you save 40% on all the products that you ordered. You get back, a 10% of whatever it is that that you purchase. And basically you're going to be on auto shipping for 2 months because your first month counts as your first 30 days. And basically, how do you go about your list? The first 4 people in the first 30 days, okay, when you have your 4, and this ends actually today, as a matter of fact. So those of you who were able to qualify with your 4 loyal customers today, hooray, because you're able to get the $120 worth of free products from the company. And you're able to make money back out of that or use it towards the products and you become product of the product. Okay, so that's step number 2. Step number 2 is gather 4 loyal customers, and this 4 loyal customers could be your warm market, could be even people from your, from your cold market, and start getting to talk to people. Talking to people, it's really what makes you grab your 4 loyal customers and your distributors. Okay, now once you do that, you can either speak to them personally. How do you do that? You speak to them personally. You gathered, you have like 3 potential party dates. I know that with Miriam, we kind of changed a couple party days with Janet, Janet also with Nina, we changed a couple of days. So that's why you have, different dates that you can do your launch party. And your launch party, basically, you can actually come out with your 4 loyal customers at the same time, or your 3 distributors at that point when you're actually doing your launch party. So get excited and show people that, that you're trying something new on Facebook. If you have to, go in, and you don't really have to expose that you're starting a business with It Works or saying I joined this business or whatnot. All you have to say is, I started this, I bought this product and I'm so excited about it. I can't wait to tell everybody about it. And that's how you actually kind of promote your business on Facebook. And, and share that you're excited to be able to share later on, the products with everybody. Okay. That's how you kind of introduce yourself in Facebook and introduce your business. So step number 2 is basically gather 4 loyal customers in your business. And once you gather 4 loyal customers, basically you are considered a fast track qualified distributor. That means that you have the potential to, when you do step number 3, which is pay it forward and gather 3 distributors under you directly that would like to be able to join you to either get some extra $200, $300, $400, whatever the case might be for each one individually. Those 3 people, you help them do step number 1 and help them do step number 2. So basically that's step number 3. So once your step number 2 is complete, you're fast track qualified. That means that when you help those 3 people, and when you help them become a fast track qualified distributor, you basically are in the potential of earning $99 for every time that you help somebody join the business and help them do step number 1 and step number 2. Okay, so let's say, for example, you have, I'm going to show you the chart. You have 2 friends, okay, and when you have 2 people, you basically become an executive. I don't know if you guys can see this. Good. Executive, okay. Basically, an executive is you and 2 people in your business, okay, that you help them do step number 1 and step number 2. When you have 2 people, and I can share a screen so you guys can see it better. When you have two people that are basically, one second. Can you guys see the chart? Can you guys see the chart?
Yes, we see the chart.
Yeah, we see it.
Okay. The chart basically shows you that as an executive, it's you and two people. Okay. So those two people, when we say you're boxed in for executive, that means that you have two people. Now you have your two people, you gather your two people, and now those two people need to have 400 points. Those 400 points could become either from the purchases that they're doing personally or the purchases that their loyal customers are actually getting. So remember, for each product that the customer orders, you get what is called a BV point. Okay, so the BV point becomes those group points. So once that person does those two distributors, gather those 400 points, you are considered officially an executive in the business. Okay. Now to get to Ruby, you need to become an executive first. That's the first step in the business. Once you become a Ruby, okay, which is you gather your first three front lines. Okay, first three front lines. You basically first three front lines. You can see here too as well. First three front lines, and then one of your distributors that are on your front line become an executive, which is the same thing that you're going to do when you first start the business. You have to become an executive, and then the next rank will be a Ruby. You basically get three people. Those three people, one of them goes and becomes an executive. So say you have your mom, your brother, your sister, or your mom, your cousin, and your aunt. Okay, so your mom goes executive. She basically gathers two more loyal customers in their business, in her two more distributors in the business, and those two distributors, okay, basically gather 400 points. Now, if you notice here on this line right here, this is one of your front lines. So this person could be at 400 points by either this person having 100 points each. If let's say this person has 100 points and this person has 100 points and this person has 200 points, this leg for you becomes a 400 point, okay? Because everything accumulative becomes your 400 points. But when you're trying to earn executive, each leg must be 400 points. And these 400 points must come from your own personal orders or from your distributor orders, okay? So how do you get to actually become a Ruby? Again, goes back again. We either blitz people personally, talk to people over the phone, share with people online. If you can't have a wrap party at home because XYZ, then you can have, a wrap party or a gathering at Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts. We have also every week we have, every 2 weeks we have a virtual wrap party, okay, that you can also, invite your friends, and, we do a huge wrap party. We are one team, one mission, okay? So, we present the business, we present the products, we talk about the products, you invite your people, and then you enroll them. Okay, so there's many different ways that you can actually, promote your business. You can also blitz a person via text message. There's so many sources of ways, or so many sources of different, ways that you can actually blitz somebody. So basically I'm going to go again about the 3 different steps on how do you become an executive. And it's really completing the step to success. This is your business plan. If you do this once a month, you're on the track to becoming a diamond, because basically rubies build diamonds. That's just the bottom line. If you have three rubies in your business, you basically are on your way to becoming a diamond in your business. So the more rubies you build, the more your business will grow. So if you complete this step to success, step 1, help somebody join the business. Step 2, help somebody bring four loyal customers into their business and be able to, to help them, with one product. And every time, this is for lifetime, every time that person helps 4 people in their business, they're getting 2 rep rewards. For each 2 loyal customers that they join in the business, that joins the business in their business, they get a wrap reward. Basically, a wrap reward means that you're getting a box of wraps Instead of buying it for $59, you're buying it for $25 and you're reselling back that box of wraps, or you're getting back $75. So you're making, if you have 4 loyal customers, you have 2 wrap rewards where you are earning a potential of $150 on wraps, okay? So basically, if you complete this step to success, you're basically on your way to being a diamond, okay? Now, the last and the last thing is that I want to go over is, and this is something that, it's that you must, plug in. Plugging in is very important. And again, it goes back to the first thing that I mentioned. We're all here. We're all leaders. We're trying to build leaders in our business. We're trying to make sure that we duplicate ourselves, that we replicate ourselves. So, we're trying to teach you what we know so that your knowledge can go further. And then when you bring somebody in the business, you also teach them the same thing. And you basically are going to teach them the business plan, which is the step to success. Okay? You build the step to success and you teach people the step to success. You learn how to work the step to success, and basically you're on your way to being a diamond. Okay, plugging in is very important. We have a team pages. We have the runners. We have Team Awesomeness, which is our actual personal team. Okay, we have family calls on Sundays. Every Sunday at 10 o'clock with Mark Pentecost, Pam Sauter, and Mike Patello. We have Show Me the Money call, and believe me, not one story is the same. All stories are different. Okay, so you're gonna see that maybe this Monday call, we didn't have any, but you hear one story and each story is different. Everybody's journey is different. So don't worry about who's doing what or who's not doing or how fast somebody else is running, as long as you're keeping consistency and you keep focus. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing when it comes down to this business. Okay. Staying plugged in, don't give up, always reach out. You always have your upper line, and if your upper line is not able to help you, you go to the next person above you, and that's just how it is. Okay, so we're always here to help out. We have the team page, we have the WhatsApp messenger that you can ask questions, concerns, or doubts. Okay, so it's very important to stay close, always be on the fire, and the fire is the group, staying connected. Okay, it's very important. Okay, so that's basically what the training is all about. There's a couple of things that I just want to repeat again. And basically, we all have to go through being a distributor, which is you have to be considered a fast track qualified, and that's why you have to complete step 2 and the step to success. The second thing is that you need to, in order for you to go Ruby, you need to go ahead and bring 3 people. Basically, going Ruby, it requires you 5 people. But those 5 people, you don't have to bring them yourself. 3 people you bring in your front line, and then that one person brings 2 people more in their lines so that they become, you can help them and you become also a Ruby, okay? Hundreds list. Hundreds list is very important, and keep adding into your hundreds list. Okay, you can either get it on paper, you can write it in a pad. It doesn't matter where you write your hundreds list, but the most important thing is to write your hundreds list. So keep this always with you. When you have a wrap party, make sure that you have, like a chart, where you actually keep, your hundreds list too, or you keep in a chart in, and where you sign in people. Follow up with people is very important. That's like prime. Like if you don't follow up with people, you're not gonna get the results that you're probably looking for. Does anybody have any questions, concerns, doubts that they might want to ask now? No?
And right now, if you want to go Ruby, you have to get the 4 loyal customers within your first month, your first 30 days. So if you want the Ruby bonus, you need to do 4 loyal customers in your 30 days.
Yeah, your Ruby bonus, basically, if you have, after your 30 days, it's a lot easier for you to, just rush. That's why it's important also. And I know that and Marianne always tells me, I know, Erica, I know, she always tells me that. But it's important to, get those launch parties, get those wrap parties going on. And believe it or not, those are powerful, and yesterday, as we spoke to Melody yesterday, she mentioned different ways on how you can promote, wrap parties. So go back to that meeting on the team page and look at the different ideas that she gave us is super important, because believe it or not, those, you know, you can walk out of those wrap parties with your 3 distributors, and you can walk out of those parties with your 4 loyal customers.
And wrap cash.
And wrap cash, exactly.
Wrap cash, yeah.
I know. So wrap cash is also important. And sometimes even if you don't walk out of there with your wrap cash, you walk out of there with your 4 loyal customers. And that's really, at the end of the day, what matters most, because the wrap cash is good. Yes. But if you have your loyal customers, you're on the way to completing your step to success. And listen, and if you finish your step to success within the month, print another one out. You know, I have a bunch of them printed out. So like if I complete my whole entire step to success, then you print another one and you go with the next one, and write down their names, and write down the names of the persons that are actually, you know, that they signed up. You know, write down the names of the people that, you know, that they've signed up for distributor. That way you can keep track of who's who and who's doing what, okay?
And can I say something?
Yes,
team, don't prejudge, because some will, some won't. You never know who's looking for an opportunity. So never judge. You want to share the opportunity with everybody. Let them tell you no. You know, but you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised of all the yeses that you get. Just stay focused and keep moving, and tell everybody about it. We all got some cellulite and cellulite.
That's right. And you know, I heard a message today from somebody else, and they said, if you don't open your mouth, it's like your business is closed. So you have to open your mouth. You have to talk to somebody. You have to talk to everybody about your business, about what you have and the products that you have. Our products are awesome. Our products work. You know, you have to be product of the product. That's another thing. If you're not product of the product, then you don't really know what you're talking about. So people are just, you know, they're going to say, oh, you're just trying to sell me something, you know. So being product of the product, being a testimonial, you know, Miriam and myself, you know, and I know Janet said she was going to start rapping soon and whatnot. And even my husband uses the new you, and, you know, find one product that suits you, you know, find something that suits you. Yeah, greens. I mean, whatever, like, hair, skin, and nails, you know, something that you feel that you love, you know, try different things. And, you know, your auto shipping is changeable. You can change your auto shipping. So nobody should say, I'm stuck with a wrap, or I'm stuck with hair, skin, and nails. You know, you're able to change it every single month. Okay. So that's very, very important. Use those blitz cards, blitz everywhere. And even though people sometimes will tell you no, I can tell you this much. Some people will tell you no either for the products or either for the business, but they're not telling you no. They're telling the product no. And as you keep consistency and you keep posting and you keep doing the same thing that you're doing over and over and over, is a repetition, guys. It's really a repetition. If you keep doing it repeatedly and consistently, believe me, people will come back, and after a year, they're going to either want to join the business or they're going to want to use the products. Because they're seeing that you're consistent. That they're going to ask you, are you still doing that crazy wrap thing? And then you're going to say yes. And then they're going to say, oh, now I'm interested. And then maybe it wasn't at their time when you offered it, but now they see it. They know you're consistent. They see your results. They see how you look, and now they want in. So even though people tell you no, don't get discouraged. Don't get, and believe me, you have 15 minutes. My husband put a note the other day in the team page. You have 15 minutes to kind of, vent about it, but you got to move on, because some will, some won't. So what next? Okay.
And guys, I want you on that ship. So please focus, get the points. When you go Ruby, you get 2,500 points. In when you sign up a distributor, that's 300 points. So customers, that's 100 points. So focus, and get those points, and let's go on the cruise. Yeah. And what's the other trip, Erica?
I'm sorry?
What's the other trip?
The other trip is in Cancun, and that one is an actual 8 different ambassadors that are actually putting everything together, and they're giving a free Cancun trip. So all right, y'all. That one started a little earlier than this one, but you still have time. There's still time to actually qualify. There's still time. So build rubies, go to the trip. Build rubies, go diamond. Build rubies, go to Cancun. So that's really what it is. It really is. And the reason why they actually kept the ruby bonus is because, they know that it's the foundation to our business. It's the foundation to the business. It's the foundation to everything that we do. Ashley St. Clair said you want to build ruby. You want to build diamonds, build rubies. You want to build double diamonds, build rubies. You want to build triple diamonds, build rubies, and so on and so forth. So that's the foundation to our business. So we got to build rubies. Stick to the step to success. The more you stick to the step to success and you mentor and coach people, you will be successful in this business. Okay. Any other questions, comments, concerns? You know that we're out here. We're helping you with anything that you need. Miriam is there. My husband is here. Everybody's here. We're here for one team, one mission. So just stay plugged in. Stay consistent. And
everybody has different personalities. So find what works for you in the business. And not everybody will go Ruby, but don't give up because you don't go Ruby within the 60 days. I didn't go Ruby in the 60 days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pushing. I see the opportunity. So you have to see the big picture. If you move up one position a year, that's still changing the life of you and your family. So don't give up because you don't make Ruby.
That's right.
World.
And one other thing that since you said personalities, go to in the team page. Also, we have the guide that we have, and you can go to journeytodiamonds.com, and there you can actually take the personality test to kind of know what kind of personality you have, and that's going to help you. Believe me, it's going to help you a lot. I am a green. I know my husband is like a shade of all colors. Miriam, I don't know if you were able to take the test, but if you haven't, you go to journeytodiamond.com. The password is believe, and the user ID is believe, and the password is do it now.
I can't hear Janet. Janet wanted to say something. Is she on mute, Janet?
No, she's not on mute.
No, we can't hear you, Janet. And also, what's the password for the Journey to the Diamond?
Journey to Diamond is the user ID is do it now.
No, believe. The UID is believe.
Believe and do it. The password is do it now.
Yes.
Okay. And that's also in the team page also as well. Okay. And there's a lot of great tips and advice and scripts also in the team page, guys. So take usage of those files. There's scripts in there that you can use if you don't know how to post. There's before and after pictures that you can also use there as well. Don't forget also that we're trying to get your own personal before and after. So I sent out to the WhatsApp team help me out here.
Awesomeness?
Yes, Team Awesomeness. I sent out the script of what you need to sign for the consent, okay? For the consent, so you can sign it, put in what time, what's the time frame between the pictures, the before and after. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to build a big, massive before and afters for everybody in our team, everybody in Melody's team, everybody in all the different teams, so that we have them all approved company before and afters, okay? So don't forget about that. But we already have approved before and after pictures. So feel free. Don't feel I can't post a picture because I don't have a picture, or I don't have my own. You do have. You're always welcome to use pictures. I hardly ever put my tag on my website and any pictures, because I know that you guys can all feel free to use my messages. You guys can feel free to use my pictures, copy and paste. It doesn't matter. Okay. All right. Anything else? Anybody wants to add anything? Janet, I can't hear you.
She says, so you must be an executive before Ruby?
Yes.
But
the way
you get 5-4 at one time?
I'm sorry? What was the last part?
She said, but you get 5-4 at one time?
You have to be, the way that it goes, it starts with distributor, executive, Ruby, and then Emerald. Okay. So the first part is executive. So you have to have 2 people as executive. And then for Ruby, you have to have 3 people directly under your line. Okay. 3 people under your line. And then basically that one person under your line brings 2 more people in your business. So you have to have 1 executive in the business. Okay. one executive in the business, and 2 people that are 400 qualified leg. Okay. So here, this is, I don't know if you guys can see it. This is executive, which is two legs, 2 qualified legs. And then this is Ruby, 3 legs, okay? 1 as an executive and 2 qualified legs, okay? And I'll post it also, I'll post it in the team page so everybody can see this too as well, okay? But you do have to be an executive first before you actually become a Ruby.
She says, suppose you get the people at one time, do you go straight to Ruby?
You can if they all become, if you have, it has to be in that order.
You got to be executive and
you have to be executive. I mean, you can jump from being executive to being a Ruby, but the fact of the matter is that you have to have an executive in your Ruby leg. You see what I'm saying? You have to have on those 3 people, you have to have 1 executive. So it's not like you just can't go Ruby without being an executive. Okay. Any other questions?
Everybody, please tell me a day that you want to have parties. Your party. Let's get a party on the book for June.
And I'm already booking. I'm already doing next week. We're doing the team virtual wrap party, which is going to be the same way that we did the last one that we did. So, you know, as soon as I have it up there, you know, everybody's going to get invited. Miriam, you invite everybody that I don't have, and, you know, and so Janet too as well. Athea, invite your friends. And we're going to start announcing the virtual wrap party. I already discussed it with Carissa. So we're doing the massive wrap party for everybody.
What day you having it?
Next Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's get excited. Let's get pumping. Like Miriam said, let's build rubies. You know, everybody should be excited about, like I said, about one product at least. Sometimes what I do is I also get like one product and I use it like a product of the week type of deal. And I put 3 before and afters and 3 posts, you know, the next day and so forth about that one product. Because we are more than wraps. So we need to make sure that people know that. Okay.
And everybody, It Works has been in business for 15 years. So it's a strong and solid company. So
yes, ma'am.
You're building on a strong foundation. It's not.
And then one last thing is, if you haven't gotten the green carpet is happening in July. So tickets were sold out already, but you can always get the, you know, in the back office, you can get the pay-per-view. And basically the pay-per-view gives you access to seeing, you know, the event live while it's happening on your back office. So you can, if you want to gather some of your friends, you know, some of your
I have it already. So if anybody want to come here. Right.
So
yeah, Erica will be in Orlando.
Yes, I will be I will actually, it's Palmetto, Florida. So I will be there on Thursday, and then I will be there on Friday, and then throughout the whole weekend. Okay. All right. All right. Any other questions? Comments?
Any questions?
She can't talk.
Althea?
Oh, no.
Althea, congratulations. You're rocking.
Yeah. Evelyn?
No questions.
No questions. She rocking too.
Yeah. Everybody on this team is just pumping.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's keep rocking.
All right, girls. Ladies and gentlemen, I forget sometimes that my husband is also part of the team because we always say girls, and he's always.
Oh, sorry about that.
But he is. He's always with me, and he's rocking the business just like me. So, you know, if sometimes I don't answer the questions in the WhatsApp team chat, he'll also answer, and he's, you know, he knows as much as I do.
Also, I'm working on also doing a wrap party. I think it'll be great for your male prospects. I just want to sit down with Erica and just work out the kinks as far as you know, just putting it nice together. I did one a few months ago, before the Facebook Live feature came on, and it was pretty successful. But now that we have this feature, we're gonna try to exploit it as much as we can. So I'll try to do one. Prospects on board, or start peaking guys. You know, guys make great distributors. But you believe it or not, guys are. I mean, we're a minority, and it works. But you know,